It was a nice cup of coffee. What about you?
Couple of chocolate biscuits and a hot drink.
Very good. So how are you feeling about the 5 elements?
Need a bit of practice, but yeah, that'd be good to play with.
Yeah. Anything you have noticed here? Look at the diagonal from number 11 to 88.
From yang to yin.
Yes. You will see the IDs, the code for each meridian. Can you see that?
Yep.
Good. Well, there are many things that we can talk related to eating. I don't want to tackle this subject because I don't want to show you any direction. I don't want you to follow me. Everyone has our own experience. In my life, I met few masters. Some masters were generous to allow me to choose my way, but some masters were so strong, they guided me through. I appreciate all of them. I love all of them. But the most valuable experience I received from those who allowed me to be myself. Again, I appreciate the wisdom of Dr. Tan. He created this method, but I don't want to limit myself only by doing balance method in acupuncture. Balance method is absolutely great because he links the wisdom of Ying, of hexagrams, to the knowledge of meridian. Well, we program the meridian. First, we program theoretically, and then we apply it in our clinic, and it works practically. What could be better? It's PhD. Well, not only PhD, it's just amazing how it works. No one will give us credits because the science and the official medicine, they chose in a different way. But most of us came to our profession from science, like I am. It doesn't really matter, but I mean, those who came from science, they they value theoretical knowledge, which I don't know whether it's right or wrong, but this is what it is. But then when we receive the practical results based on our research, it's amazing. So this is what we do. Right. Let's carry on. I will show you an amazing trick which you can apply. It's something else. One little thing that makes the situation different. We'll go through through 2 cases. Okay. Imagine, I will give you the symptoms first. Weak digestion, this is the main complaint. sometimes nauseous, has nausea, and getting to very close to vomiting. At the same time, bitter taste in the mouth, and liver 8 area again is tender. Loose stool changes to constipation and then comes back to loose stool. The pulse of stomach and spleen, right guan, is very weak. Wood is strong. What is your diagnosis?
Wood is controlling the earth.
Yeah, wood.
Mhm.
Oh, just a case. Wood overacting earth. Controlling, yeah. Okay. And now, look, what in terms of in terms of 5 elements only, what can be done to sort out this situation with controlling earth? Give me examples, please.
We can disperse the wood. We can tonify
Okay, so how we disperse the wood?
with fire or the metal.
Okay, metal. Okay, we can increase the metal, which we did before, yeah? This situation, yeah, right? Anything else?
We can disperse the wood with fire.
Right, interesting. Let's discuss this. Just a sec. If we say we can disperse wood with fire, so fire will stop the wood, extinguish the wood, kind of, yeah?
Mhm.
But what else fire will do?
Tonify the earth.
Yes, absolutely. So, interesting enough. So if we invite fire, he will work over wood. In this case, it will extinguish wood, but at the same time, the fire will work on earth.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sorry, I just missed my drawing. Will work on earth, tonifying earth. So let's see which pattern we can use to work out this situation. Weak digestion. We need to strengthen the digestive system. Yeah. Let's go straight forward and put spleen and stomach on the bottom. And wood elements we put on the top. Interesting. It's kind of wood overacting earth. And this pattern we know very well. All right. So we need come up with the right hexagram. for wood overacting earth and, oh, sorry. Sorry. It's, we came to, not,
Right.
we go to the fire wood and the same fire earth. Right? So we need 2 good hexagrams to work it out. Okay? Let's see what we have in our kitchen. What kind of options we have for fire over wood? What? We have yin fire over yin wood, which is 53. Yin fire over yin wood. Yeah. And it has, does it have a star? 53? Yeah, it has 1 star. Okay. And we have yin fire over yang wood, which is thunder. And that will be 43. What's going on with the, oh, it has 2 stars. Which will we choose? I believe 43 because yin over yang. Okay, so 43 is yang wood on the bottom and fire on the top. Okay. This was fire over wood. And now let's work out the situation fire over earth. This situation. That was number 1. So I'll put number 1. And now we go to number 2. Just number 2. Okay, fire over earth. We have 2 hexagrams. One is yin fire over yin earth. Yin fire over yin earth, which is 83. What do you have? 83 with 1 star. Yin over yin. Okay. And we have yin fire over yang earth. Over yang earth, which is 73. And 73 has 2 stars. Yin and yang together, I would say we will choose 73. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So this is 43. Two stars. And this is 83. Oh, sorry, not 43. I'm sorry. Yeah, 43, 73. My apologies. 73, yes, 73. All right. So let's work out the pattern. Sanjiao. Let's write all the meridian IDs for each meridian. Spleen is veggie. and stomach is meat sandwich. Correct? And let's apply 1 decagram for 2 elements and 1 decagram for another 2 elements diagonally. Let's do 43 for pericardium and spleen. And let's do 73 for St. and stomach. Here we'll have, if we do 73, I didn't write it down. Okay. 73 will be done. This is 73. Okay. So that will be St. Joe 4 to needle. Agree? Pericardium, the second, the 5th, and the 6th. That will be St. Joe 4, pericardium 3, 5, 8. Spleen 3. It's just the 3rd line to needle. And stomach, quite a lot of points. The 2nd line, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So we come up with 44, 42, 41, 36. But it's okay, because we have only 1 needle on St. John's spleen. This is the treatment when we treat wood overacting earth, clearly wood overacting earth, inviting fire to take energy from wood and give it to earth. Like a bridge. We create a little bridge. So we act kind of indirectly. This bridge will work for both. Isn't it beautiful? And I'd like to give you some homework. If you want, I will send you this handout later. But before you receive, it's just interesting. This situation when you invite additional elements is very creative. So I will give you a few situations with the symptoms, okay? And if you want to, try to work it out. Better after the lecture, because you may forget everything. This is just to strengthen. So the situation. Dryness and heat. Coughing with yellow sputum, not COVID. Very dry stools, constipation, of course, red face, dry skin, pulses fast and floating. Which situation is this? fire invades metal.
Yeah.
Fire invades metal. A lot of fire goes into the skin. Skin is dry, cracking dry. So I would suggest that you may work out the pattern that you're going to treat this. It may not be just one solution. It may not be a couple solutions, but try to think about the additional element, the bridge one. Okay? And you will receive this situation in the handouts. Okay. Another situation. Edema. It was number 1, now it's number 2. Edema, water retention. Gain weight but eat nothing. Feeling bloated. The kidney pulse is weak. You can't even feel it. We can work this situation together if you want, or you can make it at home. What would you prefer? But you will receive the handouts. Maybe you will think, at least for one day. It's nice, yes? But I will say that in this situation, I would invite 2 more meridians for the pattern. Like when you create the pattern, you have 4 meridians. I would add 2 more on the bottom. It's possible. So like this. But it's up to you. Okay. But this situation is again about inviting additional element. I believe that number 2 situation is when earth controls water, invades kidney. Kidneys are weak, edema, the kidneys are not working. Okay. The earth pulse is strong. So you may think about the bridge and you can work it out. Okay. So these situations are not standard, but we are creative. We can do many things. All right. So another situation that you will receive in your handouts, I just don't want to go through because I understand that you possibly know how to work out the needling, find the right gua, right? So another situation that you may think about for yourself is the situation with Xiaoyin, Xiaoyang. The depression in situation when depression is so severe, okay? And you possibly met these people, they just cry. They're so angry that they became victims. And when someone became a victim, they don't want to lose their position. Mentally, they want, but the soul doesn't want to lose this position of being a victim, because it's a very strong position. You can conquer the world being a victim. You will conquer a husband, a wife, children, everyone, because you need help. Okay? Sorry, I'm saying you, but I mean, well, someone. So this victim is very tricky. I was treating the young lady. She has very severe, she's disabled. And she doesn't want to lose her position. Because if she loses her position of being a victim, she won't receive love and care from the others. This is the mistake of the mind. So the treatment that I suggest for depression, and this lady is Xiaoying Xiaoyang. And I would like to suggest to work it out in terms of 5 elements, because this depression is very strong. So what is the strong depression? They just lay down, they have no strength. It's not just crying, the body doesn't have strength to think, to move, to be motivated. It's just a difficult situation. So please think what we can do in terms of 5 elements. The answer will come with handouts. Okay. So we kind of finishing the 5 elements. The main thing here is the logic of how to work it out, and the rest you know. You know the patterns of global balance, and you have your own ways to come up with the right diagnosis. Any questions about the subject? Is we finishing it now?
If I understand you correctly, you say that you use the 5 elements mainly when there is a severe problem, not for.
I would avoid the word severe, but quite strong. For example, yes. For example, you try to enhance the kidney strength, and you see that kidney 7 doesn't work. It just it works, but without any obvious results. Like menopause, it doesn't kind of give the strength. How to work it out? Just listen to pulse. If pulse becomes stronger, your therapy is working, the kidney. If pulse is not becoming stronger, so it doesn't work. So you decide to change it for 247. So it's not the severe situation, but you go one step up.
Yeah.
Good. So congratulations. Yes. And the beauty of us meeting here is that the travel nowadays is so difficult, and it's kind of fun, but travel to another country is a big deal. So meeting online, I believe we have the same links and the same energy between us, because energy doesn't have the dimension. It's just the energy. So we are connected anyway. The distance, so not dimension, the distance. Energy doesn't have the distance. It doesn't matter. So doing the healing, we can heal any people, doesn't matter where they are, doing the distant treatments. So now we're coming to a very similar but very different subject, which is seasonal balance.
Mm.
I was very much interested in seasonal balance, and for some reason, it looked to me very harmonious treatment, because it takes the power of nature, of the season, of the wisdom of the terms. Chinese medicine is so ahead also because it doesn't differentiate a human being from the plant, from any animal. It considers us the same. So our treatments work for animals even stronger than for human beings. And we use the wisdom of the plants for human beings, considering the similarities between us and them. And homeopathy is one of the examples, but Chinese medicine is the great example. So it's about matching, it's about seeing us together as a unity, as a phenomena, not just single subjects, but we are in one. So the rules of the universe can be applied for everything. The same as I Ching or I Ching. I Ching is the Chinese pronunciation. So it can be applied to anything. The same as Bagua. We'll delete the drawings. And coming to Wen Wang Bagua, which is Feng Shui Bagua, which is the Bagua which all astrology is based upon. We'll see how we can apply the wisdom of this distribution to our profession. So we applied the transition of 5 elements, but let's see if we can apply the seasons that are decoded in this Bagua. When we come to the seasons, we're already written down. What did we write down? Because I deleted everything. So let me see what we came up with. Okay. So we've written down the elements only, yeah? So let's see what else we can write down about the nature. We know that the north, the water is of course winter, yeah? The season. The entrance of the house is on the north. The fire is definitely south. It's written here, but I'll write it down. The east and west. Sorry. My mind stopped working. I'm so sorry. The winter, the summer, of course, where the fire is. The west is autumn. and it was metal. And the spring definitely on the east. Okay? But we consider two elements together for the spring. You can see that Shun is a wind element, so spring is kind of here. And we also consider two elements for the autumn. Tian and Du. That's summer and winter. And in between, we have kind of transition season. Transition season. But we have 4 transition seasons. Because there are also 2 more gaps here, okay, for transition. The weather changes from winter to autumn to summer. The transition season represented, as we know, by Earth. But now we move our focus from 5 elements and elements to the clock of the nature, to the seasons of the nature. If we talk about seasons and health, what do you think? Which situations this approach, seasonal acupuncture, can be applied to? Which situations? With health, related to health situations? Can it be applied to
Hay
health
fever.
seasons? Right, because hay fever comes in spring, so it's related to the season, right? For example, if hay fever comes in spring or early summer, yeah? So, any situation when we have a repetition and the disease or condition comes at a certain time of the year, so it's kind of related to the seasons or change of the time. Subfebrile temperature, for example, it repeats, okay? It has its own pace, so it has a clock. Or my relative, he's always sick in November. Doesn't matter what weather is. The November, the sickness comes. So we can apply the wisdom of I Ching in terms of seasons. And now we can go and see, so clear the drawings. To the gexagram. Oops. Yeah. Whatever you've written down, just keep this drawing. You repeat it after me because I deleted it. Yeah. Let me keep the example. Yeah. Let's see the same thing that we worked out in our Bagua. Let's write down in eating table. The first Gua, Tiangong, 3 young bars related to metal. This is a heaven. So which season it's related to?
Could you repeat, please?
Which season do you see the first Gua?
Autumn.
Look at the, yes, this is autumn. Look at the Bagua. I just want to blindly repeat what is written in Bagua. I want to write it here. Sorry. So the first one is autumn.
Excuse me, we can apply the 5 seasonal balance, for example, in the cases someone die and how can I explain? When someone have a car accident, for example, and it's a traumatic incident,
Mhm.
and
Does it happen every year at the same season at the same time?
no. I'm thinking in the when, for example, the father die and the son after that develop a challenge in the health, depression for
No,
that.
this is a situation. We're talking about repetition. No, I don't think this is related to seasonal. We're looking for the repetition when something is coming to the same at the same time. For example, the flu, every year there's the same flu on November. There is a hay fever, as Vilma said.
Yeah, I know, I understand what you said, but I'm just considering this option too. Okay.
No, I wouldn't consider it for seasonal, but
Okay.
later on you will see that you can use the seasonal acupuncture for everything.
Okay.
So, so
I don't get it. Why is this autumn?
this is autumn, but this is autumn. Let's write it down first, okay? Then I will explain. It's
Okay.
slowly we will come to the point. Okay, you will understand everything.
Could you also say like arthritis in the winter?
Arthritis in the yes.
Happens every year.
Yeah. Wilma, the Gua, look, the Gua is for heaven. It's related
Mhm.
to autumn. Understand? And another autumn is Qigong. Yes, it's metal. We go to one-way Gua, Wilma. You see the Gua and you write the season. This is what we've done so far. We just do the same, but we've done it in a circular form, and now we apply it in here. So the next one is fire, and fire is summer. Yeah, right. And then we have 2 woods, and this is spring and spring. Then we have water, which is related to winter. And then earth and earth, which is related to transition, or in Chinese, we also say it long summer, or transition. you may find it in a different, like different words for this phenomenon, okay, which is in between, which is Earth, okay? So there are two calendars, Chinese and Western. And when you see your handouts for seasonal balance, you will see there are two options for Western world and Chinese world. And we try to match it. For example, Russia, I'm Russian. When I teach in Russian, we relate ourselves to Chinese calendar. But being in Spain or America or UK, we use Western calendar. WC is Western calendar. Okay, in your handouts, you have this. Right? And we have 4 transition periods. Don't forget it. So when patient comes to see you with, as we said, hay fever, which happens every May, for example, 1st of May or first week of May, this gentleman has a hay fever, which lasts 2 months, for example. But he came to see you in September.
Mhm.
Which season you will apply? It's very, very important. This is the basics. The time when the disease started and starts all the time, or the season and the timing when you are now.
When you are now.
When you're now. It is important.
Yeah.
Yes. Because you can't jump over the time. You're here and now. You can't change the season, right? It's important. So the patient comes to you and the method is absolutely the same. You have to come up with the right diagnosis. And because we're doing the balance method, you come up with the right pattern to treat your patient. And for example, with the hay fever, you consider, let's say, Zhu Yangming. Let's say, why not? It's a good treatment. Actually, I treated many hay fevers with this pattern. And imagine they came to see you in autumn, as we said. So actually, you consider any good gauze from the autumn, but we already spoken a bit about good or bad gauze, so more or less. If he came to see you in the summer, you will consider the summer gauze. And among this, you will use the best, possibly those. So you will consider among 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you will find, we will talk about it now, how to choose the best one for the seasonal acupuncture. And the same rule applies to, well, this winter, spring, or, well, whatever. For winter, you will consider 64, 65, for example.
Can I ask why you don't select the while in the vertical 1, 2? You understand? For example, in the autumn, it's the same thing. If you choose the vertical ones, the 1 and 2, the metal heaven, metal lake, you know, why you select in the horizontal and no in the vertical?
I don't select on horizontal or vertical. I just select for if patient comes in the autumn, you can choose the GUI 11, 21, 13, 14, all of them.
Why you don't select, for example, the 31, 32, 41, 42, 52, 50?
41, 42, this?
Yes, in the vertical. You see in the vertical one.
What do you mean by vertical? Look, the autumn, this all relates to the autumn,
Yes, but
and you choose any, sorry, like this, yeah. Anything here within this circle. Where is the vertical?
for example, if you saw the 1 and 2, the metal heaven, we have 3 lines.
But this is just the GUI.
And
We're talking about gexagrams. It's in about gexagrams. For example, this.
He's asking the question, is it up and down?
Yes, yes.
Up and down. So
This
from column 1.
Yes, exactly. Exactly like that.
This is column,
So-
column 1. I will consider this GUI as well. There is a circle here.
But he's asking whether from column 1 all the way to the bottom, why can't that be considered autumn?
Well, we're talking about the autumn. Yeah, autumn. Autumn is the line number 1 and the line number 2. Okay. This is not a season.
Mhm.
It's actually the same, very similar information, but we consider the autumn is the heaven GUI. If you look to Wenwei GUI, you will see. Let me clear this. I understood your question. You will see. This is autumn. And this is autumn. Right?
Yes.
3 young wars. Okay. So we go. We go down. This is related to autumn. You ask why we're not going this way.
Yes.
What do you think?
Because it's the same. In
It's
the
kind of
GUI,
the same, but it's not the same.
yes, because it's why I'm asking.
Yes, in this case, only gexagram number 11 will fit this criteria, yes? And 21. Because it's dewy. You understand?
I see. So it's
all the metal is on the
all those-
bottom. It's on the bottom.
yeah, yeah.
You see? Yeah.
Yeah.
Metal over here is on the bottom.
Mhm.
but they're not in the vertical lines.
No, no. Vertical lines, it changes. It's on the top.
Okay.
Okay.
Because the net flow is in the bottom. Okay.
So the treatment is very easy. And it goes the same, well, not the easy, but I mean, we follow the same steps. First, the patient came, we see him, and we have to come up with right pattern, global balance pattern. In our case, we said that it will be, in case of hay fever, that will be pericardium, liver, Yang-Ming, right? And the season was autumn, or which one? Autumn. So what we do? First of all, we write, we will do it manually first, and then I will show you how to use the table. With the table, everything is very simple. Okay, let's do it manually first. So we write the IDs for each meridian. Okay, now you do it very easy, yeah? Because we used to do this. So this is our treatment. And now we have to choose the right gua. And we have so many. How to choose? And here we actually apply either the best gua or we rely on the points. In our case, we choose the best gua with the best gua, if we see in autumn, is number 18. And this is one of the best gexograms in all 64. Number 18, you can apply with closed eyes anytime. This is the best. It's a full harmony about everything. And if you go to another corner and see 81, that will be the full disharmony. So if we apply the diagram number 18 to our treatment, so that will be line number 3, 4, and 5, which will be 7, 6, and 5. And 5. For the stomach, that will be first, third, and 5th. 45, 43, 41. For the liver, that will be liver 1, 2, 3. For large intestine, that will be 2, 4, and 3. Large intestine will be 2, 3, 4. Yes. 2, 3, 4. So we just made the treatment for hay fever based on seasonal based on principle of changing the seasons. So we kind of apply this code of the season to add some information to the system. So it must be stop being seasonal. It must be in harmony. It must be how to explain? So we apply the subject of, we apply to eliminate the subject of timing. That will be the right description. You understand? So to withdraw the subject of timing from the matrix.
And it's about bringing the person in harmony with the present season and time.
Absolutely. Absolutely, because the timing is a prison of the past. We all in the past. Intrusive thoughts, we all sit in the past. All our thoughts is about our experience, and the experience came in the past. It doesn't exist. It exists only here. So we must break down this sequence of coming, to break down this repetition. It's actually the problem of humanity is the past. Sorry for saying the problem of humanity is the experience. I'm not talking about the experience that we got from the knowledge. So this is the basics of profession or something. That's just the pure knowledge. I'm talking of emotional intelligence. There is a division between emotion and thought. Emotion, it has life because we are living the emotion here and now. Yes, it's based on the past, but the thought is always the past. It's always a burden because it has a root of timing and root of experience. So emotion and thought are different things. You may experience emotion, you may go into it when you meditate, then you will learn about yourself. When you go into this emotion deeply, you see things. But you can't go into the thought, possibly. No, maybe you can, I can't. Because thought has root in the past. It doesn't make sense, it's a program. It's a virus. Because this past doesn't exist. You understand what I mean? So, in terms of seasonal acupuncture, we try to destroy this sequence and make this system working every time as a new system. Have you thought about, like, we were talking about the death, yes, last time? I don't remember, did we? Or not? Maybe not. So the phenomenon of death in Chinese medicine or in just world wisdom is after death coming the new life, yes? And this is a sequence in the season. The death is winter, usually, yes? And then the spring comes, like a new life is coming. But let's look at the phenomenon of a week, for example. What is Saturday? Saturday is death. And Sunday, the resurrection, is a Sunday, so it's a new life, and the week starts on Sunday. So we wake up every week as a new person. Let's go down to the day. If we wake up from the point of zero, how beautiful our day will be. There is no past. There's just no past. It's zero. And we open our eyes as a baby, newborn. But really, truly think about it. You open your eyes, I don't know, 7 o'clock in the morning, 8, 9, and there is no bad or good experience. You're just a baby. And maybe this life makes sense. You start from the beginning. And the essence of meditation is the same, the breathing. You breathe in, just read Osho, read any, well, whoever is wrote about meditation is alive, but exhaling is a death. So what is birthday? It's not about counting years. Birthday is starting from the zero each and every time. So there is no timing. Timing is an experience. It doesn't exist. It exists here as a bad program. Just think about it. Maybe I'm wrong. So the seasonal, it's not about seasons. It's about timing and repetition as a virus. So we must break this circle. Okay. Usual questions about this therapy. Hello, Ekaterina, can we apply the therapy if something happens at 8 o'clock in the morning? My answer, yes, you can. Just choose the seasonal Bhagwan, you can. So that was an introduction. We'll go through the case studies now and we'll feel more comfortable in what is present, what is presented. Any questions so far? All right. So to make your life easier, someone did the tables. They did it first. So they calculated everything. And if you go to your handouts, go to my handout, see. Yeah. You will see beautiful tables. So it actually, someone worked out all these 64 hexagrams for each and every season. So you will see all the points without converting, putting lines, needling. You just choose the best one. For example, let's go to our situation with the hay fever. So we know that it happened in the autumn. Yes, the hay fever. Let's go to the autumn. And let's go to 18 hexagram. I don't know whether you printed it out or not, but go to the autumn, go to the 18 hexagram, and what you will see. For pericardium, there are points 765. For large intestine, 234. Just look at your hexagram. Look at your table. We're studying exclusively number 18 here. Okay? Because we chosen it. For the stomach, the same 3 points, 45, 43, 41. And for the liver, 146. The life is very easy. good hexagram, anything like 18, is a good matrix that you place over the body, like a program, like do, 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 do. Number 18 is a good program for the body. 3 stars, hexagrams with 3 stars, they're excellent programs for the body. They're just good, like a good shower with vitamins, minerals, vitamins, everything. All right. So,
Can I ask a question?
yes, of course.
Not to throw a spanner in the works, but because I'm on the other side of the planet and our seasons are completely opposite, how do you think it affects the layout of this?
Oh, Mark, did you send me an email lately? No. Someone sent me a message. Oh, Damien, yeah, about the same story. You are from, Mark, where are you from now?
New Zealand.
New Zealand. And Damien?
I am in Bolivia in the Amazonia.
Ah, Bolivia, Amazonia.
So it's like 3:30 a.m. here, and it's middle of winter.
Yes, I see. Well, what do you think? I just wonder, what do you think? What weather is like today? Is it winter? Yes.
Oh, it's cold.
Cold.
Cold and wet.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I will be honest with you. I have no experience with that. But following my understanding of the situation, you're just the opposite. You're just on the opposite side. So you have to work out the table for you.
Yeah.
Because you can't apply the summer hexagram for your situation. But this is my understanding, but I can be wrong. I think the best way, what I will do, I will ask in the group, because I never been on the other side, and for some reason I never taught anyone from the other side of the globe. I mainly based
The
here.
other side.
Yes, and we meet here on this side of the globe.
Yeah.
And online webinars we just started because of COVID. Normally we travel. So I will ask in the group. It's a good question. And it has an answer.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good.
Well, thank you for the good question. So we base our the choice of the right hexagram on how good it is, how balanced it is, and so on. Another thing, you can see the amount of the points when you go through the choice. So you would possibly choose 1 point instead of 5 or 6. Okay, when you need it. Another criteria, for example, with this criteria, we'll go through the case study. I will give you the case study. Okay. For example, the local pain, which we treat with the local balance, has limited results. So you treat, and after a few days it comes back. You treat it, after a few days it comes back. Sometimes you see it with the balance method, yeah. So you keep doing, changing different meridians. There is another approach with seasonal, which works. It works because we apply the principle and wisdom of Yizing, of good Gexagram. Okay, so the pain in the area of spleen 4, spleen 3, 4. Okay, pain, spleen 3, 4, my foot. Okay, patient came in winter. And the patient complains that the problems with the legs and the feet always happens in winter. Of course, because it's cold, because the surface is slippery, or the ice, because of the ice and so on. But when taking pulse, we see that stomach position, which is right guan, is very weak, is the weakest among all of them. So we think that possibly we can choose stomach meridian as a choice of the therapy. Stomach will balance spleen. Okay, the pain is on the spleen, system number 3. Okay, so not surprising, but we do the stomach IV and see what kind of seasonal what kind of gua we can apply according to the season. So it's winter. You can work with 64 Gexagrams. So it's if we work with with the Idzing, so water is winter. Yeah. Here the most successful Gexagram is 64 and 65. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's do the different thing. Just open the winter here. We go to the winter. Okay, we can see there are 64 and 65. Okay, are two only, right? So let's apply 64, Gexagram number 64, which is 64. Let me start. I don't have much space here. Okay. Ta-da. Just to have some choice. So 64. And here we'll do 65. Yeah. So what is 64? 64 is wood or water. And 65 is wood over or water too, but one is yin and another one is yang. Yeah. So which points we come up with? In 64, it's it's number
65.
Yeah, there are 2. And this is stomach 42 and no. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm doing the wrong thing. Oh,
Yeah.
it means tiredness. I'm sorry. Just talk too much. My apologies. How nice you can see it, because I don't understand what's going on. Why it's one is the same, first the same, second the same, third the same, fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4 is different,
Mhm.
4 and 5.
fifth and different. Yeah. So it's 45, 44. I'm just doing traditionally 43, 42, 41. Yes. 42, 41. Correct?
Yeah.
This is number 64. And here for 65, number 1 is the same, this 2 the same, 3 the same, 4 the same. Okay, so it's only the last one. So it's stomach 36, correct? So we've done it manually. Now go to the tables. And you will see that for diagram 64 is stomach 42, 41, and 65 is stomach 36. The life is easy. You just go to the tables and apply the right diagram. And you can come up with any pattern that is suitable for this situation, or you can come up with the points. In terms of pain between spleen 3 and 4, which diagram you would use? 64, 65?
64.
64, because it's
Because of the location.
Yes.
absolutely, it's there. But if you speak about general health issue or anything else, you would possibly choose diagram number 65.
Yeah.
So you can base your choice either on the position of the point related to the local balance, or the pain area or problematic area, or, well, the general logic, right?
And what's the idea behind this? That in this case, seasonal balance would work.
But you apply the wisdom, not the wisdom, the program. Every hexagram is a program.
Mhm.
It's like, as I said, we are IT managers. We reprogram someone's system. So it's very, there's a lot of responsibility in doing this. I like seasonal acupuncture. There is a book, I will give you the reference, you can buy it online, about seasonal acupuncture. Some acupuncturists, they just do seasonal acupuncture because they base their choice on the wisdom of the one.
Yeah.
Okay. And this therapy is wonderful, and we'll go through the case studies, my case studies that I did, and I will show the result. I will speak about results, what where it was more successful, where it was less successful. So yeah, you happy with that?
Very happy.
Yes. Thank you very much. I was so happy to know that it's not as complicated as 5 elements or any other therapy I came across the seasonal, because it sounds complicated, but at the end it's easy. And look, now you can see that the global balance is easy. Now you can see that as choosing the right partner is easy. How beautiful it is. Yeah, so congratulations. The more we go through the patterns, the right pattern treat things so easily. I would like to suggest a little break, just coffee break, 5 to 10 minutes. And we will meet in 5-10 minutes time. Is this okay? 10 minutes. And we will go through the case studies.
Thank you.
Good, good.